everyone, and welcome back to Lubelska Dolina for episode 11, The Adventures of Feldkorp. Okay, so here we are at 20 past 5 in the morning on day 4 midsummer. We paid a little bit of a loan off last night just before bed. We put 20,000 on it, so we are now officially down to 1,195,000. So we've got a little bit of a way to go, but fingers crossed we should be able to get that down before the end of summer without too much trouble. Now, our rye field I don't think is ready just yet. Let's have a quick look. 83%. It may not have popped yet for the day, but we shall have a look at that a bit later on, perhaps. But the first thing we're going to do, since it's early, is go down to the biogas plant and start shifting some of that silage from the bunker silo clamp thing over to the actual digester itself. But before we go, or sort of on the way I suppose you could say, what we're going to do is mow our little bit of grass around here at the farm and take a trailer load full of grass with us to pop into the second silage clamp that they've got down there, so we can get a start on that. So that'll be nice, because I mean the grass is ready to cut, so might as well give it a shot. Oops, I managed to... Ooh, got stuck. Oh, I got caught on the door there, didn't I? That's what it was. But yeah, so figured we may as well use the sort of time to our advantage, as it were. Get some of that extra bit of grass cut, and what am I driving onto? Oh, I think I drove over a weight, and I need to... God, I'm doing everything wrong. I have not had coffee yet this morning, as you can probably tell. There we go. Oh dear, that weight got all kinds of knocked over, didn't it? Yeah, okay. Well, let's have a look here. Probably should turn the light on now. Yeah, so we're just going to go up and down the little spot of grass in front of the farm here, and then the verge up the side, and just get everything sort of cut and picked up. Did I? I didn't lower the mower. I swear I am having the worst time today. Okay, now we're cooking on gas, so to speak, or at least cutting the grass. So yeah, I shall get this this done quick, and then we'll head down to the biogas plant and see you all again shortly. Alright, here we are down at the bunker silo at the BGA now. We've popped our little load of grass in the one just off to the side there, next to it. I think if we can... Ah, there it is. Yep. Yeah, I've got 12,000 litres of grass in there, so that's nice. So now comes the big reveal. We're going to see how much we've got and start chunking it in the thing. So we're at 100% fermented. We open it and we got 94,000. That's beautiful. So let's start collecting it. Now, I'm hoping this is going to work, because I've never tried this before, but it should take silage. So we may have to back in and then come forwards out. There we go, yeah. So we just back in and then go forwards, and that picks it up nicely. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to reopen it, or open the next part, but that's not a problem. We can do that. In fact, that might be what I do here. Is just... Oh, there we go, open that end. Let's do anything in the middle. So I may have to get like a bucket possibly or something. It's been ages since I've done an actual bunker silo, so may have to get a bucket to open this. We shall see though. I mean, we've got plenty we can grab out of it now, so here we go, full load. Of course, here's hoping we can get across it. Let me just check. No ways of unmasking it yet. That's fine. Well, if we need to, we can come down with something. Get the tractor and just pop down with a bucket on it or something. So now here's hoping we can just drop this straight into the digester. I'm really hoping it's going to let us. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Okay. Let us get started. And it does. Yep, it's got a thing on the side there. I'm assuming it's going to go up to at least 50, probably 50,000. So, yeah, we shall carry on filling and see how long it takes to do. And if we need to, we'll get the tractor down here. Actually, the tractor is already down here, I think. I don't know if bale forks will trigger this to open though. Probably not. That would be too easy really, wouldn't it? But that's okay. We shall figure it out. I mean, maybe once we get all the silage off the front of it here, it'll let us open it back a bit more. We shall see. But for now, I shall carry on with this and basically get it all into the BGA there, so it can start processing, and then hopefully we'll get a nice payout tonight. I don't know exactly how much we'll get, but I'm hoping it's going to be somewhere. Now that was the other thing too. I kind of got my calculations a little bit wrong yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but in the last episode. I was kind of thinking we were going to get a lot more for this than we actually are. I'm guessing on a recount that we're now going to end up with probably about 25 grand, give or take. Because it's about 1,000 euros per bale, which is 4,000 litres. So, yeah, if we do the maths on that, then we should get about 25 grand out of it. Hopefully. We shall see. But we've got a lot of work to do before then. So, I shall continue on with this and see you all again shortly. Okay, so here we are back in the harvester now. And the tractor is mysteriously not here next to us. Basically, we're getting some multitasking on now. The biogas plant has a capacity of 50,000 litres, and we've maxed that out. So while that's digesting, we left the unitrack over there, and we are going to start harvesting field 67, I think this is. Yeah, field 67. We've also got the fertilising contract over in field 26 for an easy 10 grand. So one of the family is over in the tractor, way over there, doing that field for us, and we're going to get started on the harvesting. So off we go. If I can press the right buttons. Let's see how much we can get out of this contract, because this one should be fairly good, and they did say we could have the straw as well. So it's going to be a bit of work, but it's quite the sizable field here. So we should get a fairly decent load off of this. The contract itself isn't worth the most amount of money. It's only 2,000 euros for the contract, but the field itself down here we can see is pretty big. And since I'm coming to the corner, I shall show you the map again in a minute. Well, if I pop up the small map here, you can see we're on field 67 down there in the left corner. This is probably the biggest harvest contract that we've tackled so far. So we will most likely be filling the field bin over by the farm entrance there. We'll get that filled fairly quickly, I would imagine. And yeah, we can just go back and forth to that while everything else is poodling along, doing its own little thing there. And yeah, we'll get this all this straw baled up as well. And I'm hoping that between all of it, we should get a nice tidy sum out at the end. even though it is only straw, it's still extra money that we can definitely use at the moment, because we've only got a couple more days, and then we are going to have to hopefully have the majority, well, not the majority, but a good chunk paid off the loan. We'll be up to, or down to, I should say, down to $1 million or less left on that debt, which will be fantastic. And I think the bank will really appreciate the sort of investments we've been making, because the whole sort of point of it is, obviously paying off the loan is a large portion of it, but also we're trying to get the farm set up so they can actually get a harvester stuck in a tree, because that's helpful. Okay, there we go. All up here, and trying to get stuck on the other tree all the way down. There we go. Stop. Come on. Lovely. Okay. Yeah. So as I was saying, the aim of this is obviously to get the farm back on its feet, get the family being able to work again, and becoming solvent, and being able to stand on their own 2 feet, basically. Otherwise we'd be coming in and just sort of clearing the debt and then leaving them in whatever state we wanted to, sort of thing. But we're not going to do that. We're going to get the farm back on its feet as the main purpose, and obviously part of that is paying off the debt. So we shall sort of obviously work a little bit quicker now, since the banks are a little bit upset. Well, not exactly upset, just they want to see progress just as much as we do. Obviously hitting a tree isn't the best progress in the world, but it was just a love tap, so I think the header's fine. So yeah, we're just going to head around here and drop this off. And yeah, the sun's coming up quite nicely now. It's a very bright sunny morning. So we should continue on with this, and most likely cut back in at the next stage when we are... oh god, I'm all far too close to this now. Ah, there we go. Yeah, we shall catch up with you all again shortly, once we've had a bit more progress on the field itself, and the other jobs as well. We shall continue multitasking, I think, is going to be the theme of this episode. So yeah, I shall see you all again in a little while. Okay, so we got the harvest all complete over on field 67 there, and we just come up to the zoo cell point here, ZOO, not quite sure exactly what it's called, but this is where we need to drop off the stuff. So let's see how much we get to keep out of all this. Now we've got 2,000 litres in the Unitrack there that we just tipped out, and this field bin I had not realised was as big as it is capacity wise. I did not realise it was 19,000. That's actually pretty good. So that's completely full, obviously, there, and we've got just over 2,900 litres of rye still in the what do you call it, the harvester, back down at the field. So I'm going to drop off some of this. I'm going to stop it a little, 28%. Oh, we're up to 90% on the contract, that's good. So we should hopefully hit complete fairly soon. Just ready on the off button on the pipe there. Come on, give us something. I mean, I know we still have a little bit down in the... There we go, contract finished. So, let us have a look at the best price for rye at the moment. And it is... rye... It's actually down at the other place, which isn't terribly far from where we're at. At least in terms of where the harvester and everything is. So we'll head down there, get the rest of the crop out of the harvester, and then toddle off down to what's the name of that other sell point? The Oh, I think that's a grain elevator, the Lubelska grain elevator. If my very bad recognition of Polish is in some way accurate. Yeah, so we'll head on down to that. I've actually got to find where that is, but first stop is back at the farm here for the, or back at the field rather, to collect the rest of the grain. Now, we haven't started baling it yet, so that's going to be the next task. But as you no doubt saw, we did do some fertilising contracts while we were harvesting. Both the family were... Both of the family? Well, they were taking shifts. I'm not sure quite who was doing what. But, yeah, they were going through and doing an assortment of fertilising contracts around the area for us, so that was really, really handy. And that's got us up to 44 grand now, which is a nice place to be again. So let's open the cover on this, hop into this, pop the pipe out. I think we're just going to drive over there, because otherwise one of us is going to end up getting stuck on something, knowing the luck I have. So let's just unload that, and yeah, you can see the field behind us there. There is a lot of straw going on down there. So I have a feeling we may be spending a fair old bit of time baling that. And to be fair, you know, we could have had Yannick possibly, or just one of the family, over here following us with the tractor when they weren't on the harvest contracts. But you know, I think having the extra bit of money coming in as well was probably better for us than anything, because we'll get through it. Can we get out here? I hope we can get out here. I hope we can get in here. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Just go past the tree here. But yeah, the extra money from the harvesting contracts, from the fertilising contracts themselves, will be quite handy, because we do really need every bit we can get at the moment, because there's not a lot of time left for us to pay off that, not exactly an ultimatum, but kind of, from the bank there. So we need to find it. Oh, it is that one down there. For some reason I was thinking it was a different one. Oh, I know, I was thinking of that one from earlier, the Kokrovnia. But no, we're going to the Elevator Gora Lubelska, which I assume means grain elevator. One of these days I'll remember to have a tab open for Google Translate so I can actually pick up these things on the fly, or actually translate them off screen and know what they say beforehand, you know, being prepared and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's an interesting map, this. I did do a little bit of research beforehand on a lot of sort of Polish farm machinery and brands for things. Do we turn right here? No, we don't. We keep going straight. Yeah, and that was how I'd found out about Ursus. Actually, in the real world, they have their headquarters based in the Lublin region of Poland, which is where this map is set, which was really cool. And a lot of the machinery that we've been getting so far, like the SIP mowers, they also do have dealerships, I think, in Poland, or some sort of distributor that does sell their products in Poland. So, you know, for the most part, obviously with the lizard stuff like this lizard field bin, it's kind of a generic game one. But yeah, one thing I have been sort of trying to do is get the area relevant machinery and tools and things that, you know, would actually be available here. Same thing with the Rosselmash, with the articles that I mentioned back episode 2 or 3, I think, where Rosselmash and the Poland Agricultural Ministry did get together to do some stuff. So yeah, it's all fun stuff. But yeah, we are going to dump this rye here and see what we get. Probably, I'm guessing around about 4.5 to 5 grand. Bit of a bumpy old ride getting in here, and quite a loud place as well. So a bit further away. Okay, off we go. And this is just all pure cash for us now, so that is not a bad thing at all. And I'm hoping once our field comes in, which should be possibly later today. 4,700, that's not bad. Yeah, I'm hoping later today our field may come in and we'll probably get something around that amount, if we're lucky, of grain, plus straw as well, of course. But it is just a small field. So we'll see where we go with it after that. There's a lot of trees here, I do apologise for all that. So yeah, next place we are going to go is field 115, which is just up the way here. We are going to get at it from the other side, over by the biogas plant, ironically. We'll set up over there because there's a bit more room just to get started, and then we can start bringing things over. But first thing we're going to do is, obviously we've still got to bale the straw from the other contract, other field there, before we get started too heavily with this. But, I mean, well, we could maybe see if any of the family are free. They may want to come over and run the combine for us. That would actually be really handy. There should be a side track down here. Here it is. Yeah, it's really gotten colourful around here now in summer. Lucerne there, and trees are in bloom, and a nice pond that I don't want to end up in. And oh, that was one of the fields we harvested last night, I think that one was. Yeah. But yeah, there's a track through that field there, and off up there as well. But yeah, this is just such a nice map to be playing on. It's very different, I think, from a lot of the sort of Western European and some of the American maps, and even the British maps as well. There's a lot of a different colour palette going on here, and it's really refreshing to kind of see it. It's not something you see all that often, I don't think. This is the field we want. Okay, so we are going to get stuck on a tree there. Perfect. I am a professional, honest. But yeah, we're just basically just going to park this here for a minute. Set that down. Nope, wrong one. There we go, that one. So many tools here. Okay, and we will just disconnect that off. And we are going to run back up to the field, I think, and help them. So why do I think I have my indicators on? Was that just the sun? That was just the sun. Okay, yep, so we're going to head back up to the field and start bailing on that, and possibly get, just overtake this guy since we've got the power. And yeah, hopefully we may send one of the family off down to, I can cut in here, send one of the family down with the harvester there just to get that going, possibly. Because I have a feeling we're going to be baling quite a lot down here. There's going to be a good amount of money to come off this as well. Okay, just have to hook back up to that, see if we can do this with the mirrors. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how accurate this is going to be, but we'll go with that. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's slightly off, but yeah, it's just move forward and swing out a touch so it doesn't look too terrible when I connect it. There we go. And oh, it looks like I turned the tow bar thing off. Pop that on. And, this one. Yes, install ball hitch. I'm constantly doing that. Okay, so let's get that turned off there. But yeah, we should be getting quite a lot of bales off of this. So let's see how it goes. got the all the straw baled, so we've just got to zoom around and pick up as many as we can. And this lovely little gift from Ursus last time is going to help us quite a lot now, because we're going to have a lot of nice bales here. So with any luck we can get 8 on the trailer, and I think we could probably squeeze 8 on the Unitrack as well. So it might be a tiny bit on the overloaded side, but you know, it's not like we haven't done that before. Although perhaps we may not have been supposed to do it like that, but we kind of did. Maybe we'll only put 6 on this time since they're on their side. But yeah, let's pop that back up there and leave this here for a minute. Hop in the old Ursus. Well, I say the old Ursus, that could refer to like 3 or 4 different bits of kit that we got now. But yeah, we're getting the 1012. I think it's a 1012. It says it right behind. Yeah, 1012. There we go. Let's get a couple of bales on. I should probably have a rear weight on this, because if I'm going to try and do 2 at a time, that might be a bit on the heavy side. Also, it doesn't help if I'm not accurate either. Second, that's not quite going to sink down the spike, is it? That's awkward. Okay, maybe that'll separate them just a touch. There we go, that works. With any luck we can move them fairly well. I don't have a great deal of space on the Unitrack, but as long as we're careful, we can get at least 6 on, I think. With ease, stacked this way. So, come back, bale, come back. Oh, now they're both sliding off. That's unusual. Oh, lovely. I never was very good at stacking bales. Can you tell? Or at least trying to get them in this little tight spot here is not the easiest. But there you go. Okay, so we got a very odd combination there. Okay, well I guess we get that one end on. Okay, now this one, we shall pop off this side, strap it all down and send them off to the thing. The barn, I think, is I think that's the only place that takes straw. Oh, don't push it off. Don't fall off. Don't you dare fall off. Be very, very rude. For safety purposes, we'll turn off the all-wheel steer, because we all know what happened last time I didn't turn that off. Well, luckily it didn't happen, but you know, we made the papers, so yeah. Perhaps we shouldn't do that again. Okay, well, I shall toddle off up to the barn now and get these sold and get the second load sold, and then move on down to the next field, I think, and see where we go from there. With any luck, we'll get that one done pretty quick. We did pick up another harvesting contract as well, field 71. That also has wheat available for harvest now, so that will be very handy. Both 115 and 71 are wheat, so we'll see how much we get left over from both of those. And we've got, I think, 5,000 or so litres in storage in the silo there, so we'll save at least 5,000, I'm thinking. That way we'll have about a year's supply in the chickens, or available for the chickens. So I think they are 10,000 for the year. I could check that quick when we come up to the next intersection, just for safety. And in fact we will look at the chickens too and see what they how they're doing. Yep, they are doing pretty good. And it is, yeah, it's 10,400 for the year. So let's see what we have in store quick. We have in store just under 5,500. Okay, yeah, so we'll look at getting about another 5,000 litres, I think, of wheat. That way we'll be set for an entire year, which will bring us around to this point again. So that'll be good. Which means, you know, we may, if we don't get any more before the end of the year, then we may be able to, we may have to buy some extra next year, depending on just how much they eat over winter and stuff. But yeah, if anything changes with the next year, I shouldn't think it would, because we've got the maximum amount in the pen there. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But as long as we've got at least a year's supply, we should be fine. And that will be good. So, yeah, anything over that we can sell just to make a little bit of extra profit. I'm going to get past this guy now, because at least you know, we need to get as much money as we can within reason. I mean, obviously the straw will help quite a lot, and you know, we can save some wheat as needed. There's no other crops we do need to save specifically, so that's actually quite good. Yeah, so let's see what we get for all these, and then we can head back and grab the others and move on. Okay, so that's a 1,400, and this lot should be, I want to say, a smidge over 2 grand. I'd imagine the price has gone down a little bit since the last time. Yeah, looks like it has just a bit. They're getting tired of us bringing them straw. And that's okay. But yeah, we shall head out here, and I'll grab the next lot and get that sold, and then probably see you along in the next field. I think we're setting up at 1:15 now. And none of the family were free at the time to help with, like, to start harvesting. But once we get done here, we'll pick, I think Alexander said he was free, so we'll pick him up. Either him or Yannick are free this afternoon, I believe. So we'll pick one of them up on the way back, and he can follow us, well, whichever one, you know, whoever's free there can follow us in the Ursus 1012 with the baler, and we can get the baling done as we go, which will be, you know, just speed things up a tiny bit. Obviously it's now 2:30 in the afternoon, so we do need to get a wriggle on with some of these contracts. So yeah, I shall see you again in a little bit. Alrighty, so here we are back at the farm now. We've completed the contract on field 115, which was wheat. We haven't actually cashed it out yet, but we've got the harvesting portion complete and the delivery portion complete. And what we got left over was quite a surprise. We ended up with 12,371 litres of wheat extra after we finished the contract, which was really unexpected. I'd not expected to get that much wheat off. And yeah, we were just up completing that there at the zoo sell point just to the north. So we're going to drop this off into our silo here. So let's check that's going up. Yep, that's going up. So we're going to have almost, I want to say about 17,000 litres of wheat, which is perfect, because we only need 10,000 a year for the chickens anyway, and we're sort of about a third of the way through the year, I guess, so far. So yep, just shy of 18,000. That's perfect. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to turn the lights on, press all the wrong buttons, and then get started. What we'd also done is sold a load of the straw bales off of that field, but we've still got some to collect. That's why we haven't finished and closed out the contract yet. So what I'm going to do just for a minute is pop this around into the farm, because when we came back just to drop this off, I did find out that the silage bales at the farm are actually ready to go. So since we've still got a bit of time left in the day, we are going to get those all loaded up onto the auto-loader trailer and onto the back of this Unitrack as well, and then take them down to the biogas plant quick, because we can put them in and that will get us another nice tasty bit of income overnight when everything processes. So let's see, drop this off. There we go. So yeah, essentially what we're going to do is load, sort of bring them out one at a time and load them onto the auto-load trailer, hopefully. I'm hoping that's going to work correctly. We shall see. But yeah, so I'll just pop this out here and set it into the loading position. Turn that off for a minute and start bringing the bales out. So we've got 17 in here, I think. Yeah, there's 10 there and another 7 out here. So we'll get as much of that loaded onto the trailer and the Unitrack as we can. So we get 8 on there. That's going to be close. We might be able to fudge it and put 9 on the back of the Unitrack. We'll have to see how that goes. Obviously we don't want to overload it too much and have a problem. But did I manage to? I did. Okay. Managed to open the gate into the forks, almost got jammed there. But yeah, we'll avoid the chickens. We don't want to squash any of those poor little cluckers there. I said cluck. But yeah, we'll get this loaded and then we'll head down to the biogas plant and drop it off. We've got one more harvesting contract to start, which is field. Let's see which field is it? Field 71, I believe. It's another wheat contract. Now, the beauty of that, oh, that's perfect. The beauty of that contract is we will basically just be able to sell the wheat from it now. Yeah, because we've got 17,000 litres now in the silo there, so we're not going to need a whole lot more to get us through at least a year, and then possibly even a good portion of next year as well. So if we do need to get any next year, we either won't need any until much later in the year than we did this year, or we may even just be able to ride it straight through into harvest season again, which will be great. So yeah, I shall get these loaded quick, and then we shall proceed down to the biogas plant, and we'll drop the what's it called, field bin. That's the thing. We'll drop that off at the next field on the way down as well, because it's not too far away. So yeah, I shall catch up with you again momentarily. Okay, well, let's got everything loaded up. Slightly unorthodox strapping arrangement going on there, but it's all good. You know, it works. It seems to be stable. So yeah, and we've got Clara there driving the Unitrack for us. She's going to follow us down, and we'll drop the tractor off at the next field, 71, because it's almost kind of on the way. So yeah, we'll stop off there, drop the tractor and the field bin off, and then head on down to the biogas plant just to drop in the rest of those bales, and hopefully we are going to collect ourselves a tidy sum when we sleep overnight, because I think what we're going to do too is repay about another possibly 30,000 on the loan, because we've got a few more straw bales to sell off of field 115, and with all the income that we've got from the biogas plant, we're going to have about 17 grand coming in off of just these bales alone. and that's pretty good. We put 94,000 litres in before, so that's close to another 25 grand as well. So we're looking at 25 and 17, that's 42,000 euros, give or take a bit, for the, I think that was where I needed to turn. Yeah, about 40,000, 47, 45, what did I say? 42,000 litres, that was it. Yeah, about 42,000 litres off of the silage itself, which is going to be really handy because we are getting close. So we're just going to hop out and disconnect that quick, and then just drive around here to the next field. So it should be, let's see, am I in the right spot? Oh yeah, it's just a bit further up here. Oh yeah, that's right, that's where we left the baler. So we'll park just here on this track off of the main road there. And you can see we got the old Neva ready and waiting just over here. Yeah, there she is. She's been doing really well for us so far this start of the harvest season. So we just got this little field up here to do. And from what Monica has said, she just wants us to chop the straw straight onto the field for this, so she can like cultivate it back in as a little bit of fertilizer for the field. So that's fine with us. That's, you know, the extra straw money would have been nice, but we're not going to worry too much about that. Like I say, we've still got some on field 115 to. Oops, causing a small blockage there. Yeah, we've still got a bit on 115 to pick up anyway of straw. In fact, you can see a few of the bales just over there, just to the right past the lucerne. I think we've probably got about another 8 to 10 maybe, give or take. But we'll see in a minute. So now we just have to pop this into the biogas and see how much we can get. Now one thing I did put in earlier, because there seems to be no display on the sell price or the sell menu for the actual silage that we have, so we have no way of keeping track of it exactly. So let's just drive over here and see if it's going to automatically take them. Oh, it's not. That's unfortunate. So we may have to bring the the tractor back over just to take them off for us. So what we shall do is pop these down right in front there. That should do good. Yeah, I have a feeling the bales we have to actually chuck into the top, or at least lift up a little bit, but that's fine. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and park this up here, and then run off and get the tractor and get that all loaded in. That's mildly annoying, but not the biggest issue. But yeah, what we installed was a little silo display board thing here. A little cheap thing. I think it cost about 1,500, and it just shows the contents of the nearest silo, so to speak, which in this case is obviously the digestate tank. So yep, from that 94,000 litres of silage we put in before, we've got 38,596 litres of silage, digestate to be using next time. So I think what we're probably going to do with that is get one of the Feldcorp tankers sent over that attach onto the back of the lorries that we've got up over by the barn. So let's see if we can get that shipped in pretty quick now, because we'll be needing that, and that can just be like a transport truck sort of thing. Hopefully we can just overload from that into the back of the Unitrack when we're ready to spray. So that'll be handy. But yeah, I'll go get those silage bales knocked into the thing, and then we'll pick up the rest of those straw bales, and we'll probably tackle this next contract, I'd say probably in the morning, given the time. But yeah, it should be good. Yeah, we'll get it's that field down there, isn't it? We'll get that all taken care of. We might sneak it in overnight and see how things go. But yeah, generally, I think we should be good. Okay, so that's the last of the straw bales sold off of field 115. We're just heading back to the farm now. We'll drop off this bale trailer because we're not getting any more bales off of the next field, and that'll give us a chance to just bring the field bin back if we need to. And yeah, so we'll get back to the farm. We'll drop a little bit of money off on the loan there, and see what we can get that down to. And then we'll we'll cash out that contract as well. So that'll be a few extra €1,000 for us. And then we'll have a sleep for the night and see where we are at in terms of the biogas plant, and pick things up in the morning, most likely next episode, and yeah, and continue on with whatever interesting and exciting fun we can have down here. Okay, just get this parked over here. That'll do. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, we'll just drive around to the little container. Okay. Stop here. Turn the lights off, and let's see, where's the contract? Why does it say it's not complete? It said completed earlier. I know that said completed earlier, because I looked at it and it said completed. That's confusing. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll complete that later. I'll just have to take some more wheat to sell off, I suppose. But it's very peculiar, that. The only thing I could think of is maybe... It's applied it to that one, hasn't it? Ooh, that's annoying. Because they were both delivered to the zoo. Okay, well, I'll figure that out next time. But since we are at 60,000 now, we shall repay 40,000 on the loan. So that will take us down to 20 grand. And obviously we'll get another hit overnight, so I don't want to leave us too low in terms of funds. Hit on the interest payment, but that should be more than enough. It's probably going to be about 5,000 or just under, hopefully. But yeah, we're down to 1.155 million, so that's nice. So yeah, we shall head in here and get some sleep, and yeah, I think we are done for the day. So with that, if you've enjoyed whatever this has been, then please give us a like and hit the subscribe button there, ring the bell, get notifications whenever I throw some more videos up, and comments are always welcome, and sharing this video is greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching, everyone. I shall see you next time. Cheerio.